skepticism and discontent about the current situation on the battlefield continue to grow rapidly in the West. While Western officials are trying to show their optimism, stating that everything that is happening on the battlefield allegedly meets the plans of the Ukrainian command, influential Western newspapers are increasingly publishing materials saying that events on the battlefield for the armed forces of Ukraine are developing very badly. So, a few days ago, journalists of the influential American newspaper, The Wall Street Journal, interviewed their source at the Pentagon. This source stated that the conflict in Ukraine has reached a turning point, and that during these months it will become completely clear who will win this war. At the same time, a source in Pentagon also said that the Russian army has begun to conduct the most large-scale offensive operations for the duration of hostilities, which could lead to the fact that the armed forces of Ukraine will lose control over vast territories in the northern part of the country. Against the background of the growing number of such articles, it is also worth noting the statements of Western military experts. So, a defense expert from King's College London, Marina Myron, noted that General Zaluzny and his Western colleagues had long understood that the armed forces of Ukraine would not be able to break through the Russian defense, even with all the necessary resources and weapons. The expert from London is convinced that the maximum that the Ukrainian army can achieve is to reach the city of Tokmak, which is considered the first frontier of the so-called Surovikin defensive line. At the same time, Marina Myron believes that the Ukrainian army will never be able to take control of the city of Tokmak, which is comparable in size to the city of Bakhmut. At the same time, in support of her words, the British expert cites the battle for the village of Robotyno as an argument. The fact is that the armed forces of Ukraine have been trying to capture this small village for 3 months, whose population was only 500 people. According to this British expert, even if by some miracle the armed forces of Ukraine manage to reach the city of Tokmak, then a real hell for Ukrainian soldiers will begin there. The fact is that the Russians have turned the city of Tokmak into a real fortress, capable of repelling attacks by several armies at once. At the moment, the city of Tokmak is considered the most protected city in the world. Moreover, the Russians continue to improve the defense lines of this city in a non-stop mode. Meanwhile, British analysts from BBC Verify admitted that the Ukrainian army has not had any territorial gains since last autumn. Moreover, according to British analysts, the offensive actions of the armed forces of Ukraine are more conditional, especially against the background of multi-billion-dollar investments of Western countries. According to them, since June 4, the Ukrainian army has managed to advance only 15 kilometers in the south and in the Bakhmut direction, while losing a huge amount of manpower and equipment. This result is considered a clear loss, especially considering the fact that the armed forces of Ukraine has advanced only in the areas of contact along the 150-kilometer Russian defense line. At the same time, experts emphasize that the Russian army has not yet used its arsenal of cluster munitions against the armed forces of Ukraine. In their opinion, the Russians will use a rain of cluster bombs only if the armed forces of Ukraine manage to start advancing towards the village of Novopokrovka, south of Robotyno. Thus, a very unfavorable situation is emerging for the armed forces of Ukraine, also given that in a few weeks, the rainy season will begin, as a result of which, all dirt roads will turn into a real swamp. It is all these factors that give rise to great skepticism about the victory of the armed forces of Ukraine in this conflict.